Hello, creative people. Good evening. I hope you all are good. Well, I'm here with another video. On this video, I'm going to talk about object menu. There are so many options under the object menu, but we are going to talk about the few basic options. As you know, this series of video is focused for the basic or beginner Illustrator user. So that I'm going to talk about the very basics option. Here it is object menu, and there are few options that we are going to talk about. Let's start from the top. Okay, most of the options that we explore from here on a toolbar. So move, if you want to move, then we can use, but it's easy to use a move tool and then we can move the object freely. Transform, again you have to remember the shortcut key. So you want to create one patterns with the manual way, so or you want to place a text or any icon that is evenly divided. Move at once. While moving, I'm pressing alt and shift from the keyboard and dragging, pressing shift to make it very straight, and then I can leave it. Okay, now I can directly press the control D, so it will grab that movement and then it will duplicate each and every object. All the objects are very evenly divided. Okay, likewise here also you can create. Now again I can be, this is how we can create a manual pattern. Whenever you want to create any text or anything that is evenly divided by any particular space, then you can do this way. You don't have to go select and go or transform, and like this way you don't have to do. For example, for rotate, here we can get the rotate options. Okay, and this is the same options. Okay, about the transform from windows also we can get, this is the transform option, and these are the options that we can get to reflect the object in a particular angle. If you want to use reflect, okay, we don't have to go from here like go object, select, transform, and we can see there is a two different options to see. This is the reflect option. Okay, horizontal or vertical way that you can flip it. Simply you can reflect it. Let's say reflect. See, this is the same way that how you want to reflect. Okay, scale is if you want to increase or decrease. Uniform means maintaining the portion horizontal and vertical. Non-uniform means you can make it a 50. You can increase or decrease anything, whatever you want to do you can do. Let's talk about the shape. So this is a simple shape, there is no any design. Let's say I want to place this design on that particular area. Simply if you go to object, transform and share, and then you can see here, you can see the angle and where you want to transform. Let's say, okay, if you satisfy with this, and okay, so let's say for example this is good for me, and then I can do this. But let's me delete this one, and I have to manage some of the top and this part. So yeah, this is how we can share the our design. This is on a top and this is on a backward. Okay, you want to bring this in front, then simply you can click object, arrange, and bring front, so it will come front. But mostly we will do through the layer, that's why we don't need. Okay, so it's just that you need to know there is another options or there is another way to bring front or backward, that's all. And you can use the shortcut key also, shift control right side of curly bracket to bring the very front, and if you want to send it completely back, then you can press just opposite of that bracket, shift control N. And if you want to do by one step, then you can see, let me show you. Okay, this is my object, and here just it is transferring by one layer. Okay, and if you want to bring it in the front very rapidly or in one step, then I can press control shift and curly braces. Align means aligning your object, and this is the alignment tools here on control panel, so you can get, or from windows also you can get this align. So everything is same, completely same. Okay, so if we have a two different object and you want to evenly divide, then simply you can do this. And here before doing align to means you can select. Okay, align to key any object or align to selection is for both art selection, and align to whole artboard, and then it will divide likewise. This space we want equal in both, then we can select this or we can select this, and then we can simply select this one. Okay, so it will create a equal space, or you can increase and you can click on here. So there will be a 10 point of space in between those two different gaps. Or if you want to increase more, obviously let's put 50, and then we can do it this way. Okay, because this is the key object, so there is, you can see the symbol of key. And if you want to do this, then it won't be select like any key, it's like a whole selection, and then you can evenly divide. Now it's already evenly divided, that's why there is no any change. Let's say to this, and again see, this is how it will create a space in between. And distribution is for text or any object that is here. Let's say for example, if you have two different options, and let's make this as a key object, and then I can distribute or I can replace anyway. So this is how I can change. Okay, it depends upon a use case. Group means if you have a many object and you want to create a one group, then obviously simply you can object and create a group. This will be one group. Here you can see this is the one group, and if you want to simply ungroup, then you can click on ungroup. Okay, on a properties panel also we can see there is a group. Okay, if we select and then we can click on a group and it will group, and if you want to ungroup, then you can simply click on ungroup. If you are trying to trace any picture using your pen tool or pencil, then you can lock it and you can trace it. Say I log this is, let's say suppose this is a sketch. Okay, this is the brush tools, and I can simply trace out. See, this is the way that I can trace and I can make shapes. Okay, lock unlock, I can unlock it. Okay, hide means obviously if you want to hide any layer, then obviously you can use that. Okay, we are working on an outline object. Okay, let me play with the outline, and I used which tool to like something. Yeah, I try to make, let's suppose let's create something. Okay, and yeah, so suppose I create this, it's stroke. Okay, it's not an outline object, but what I need is I want to change some of the slightly space only from here. Okay, so right now I can't do that because it's a stroke. Okay, it's a filled color, it's outlined color. Okay, what I want is I want to apply a fill color. Okay, so how can you do that? So if you want to expand, so expand experience, and it will go, and both are same similar options. Okay, sometimes it will appear expand appearance so that you can get this, or if there is a complex object, then sometimes you can see the expand. And what do you want to expand? You want to expand object, you want to expand the field color, or you want to expand stroke. So this is my outline, and if I select outline, so it's a stroke. Okay, so there is no any filled color, that's why I don't need click on. So it's a stroke, then I can select and I can simply click on it. It will expand, it will be like a simple shape, and there will be a 4 different anchor points so that I can change its shape. Crop image will work for the raster image. If we have any raster image, let's create a one raster image. If I have a raster image, let's say if I can raster in a CMYK, or do you want to keep it background white or transparent? I need a transparent background. Everything is good, I don't have to do anything. Resolution will be 200 would be fine. CMY color mode is good for me, and I don't want anything else. I click OK. It is like a raster image made up of pixels. I will show you a little bit. So here, if I zoom, this is very clear and sharp shape, but see here you can see the pixelate. Okay, a pixel means one specific colors of dot, and the picture made of lots of small square box. That is why there is a two different. This is a raster image, this is a vector. Okay, so Illustrator is for the vector to edit and work, and Photoshop is for the raster files. Okay, so it will work on a pixelate. So now this is a raster image. If you want to crop, so here is also on control panel also, there you can see the crop image, but on object also I can crop. Okay, I can crop means, so simply I can enable a crop like a photo. Okay, so in photo or maybe in mobile you have seen that to maybe you want to crop something, then I can simply select and yeah, I cropped and I can apply. So now the some other extra part is gone, and raster also we already knew. And create a gradient mesh means like this is the same tools that we already learned. Okay, so and create an object mosaic we don't need right now. And create a trim mark means if you want to print something, you have created one design, and if you want to print with the trim marks, then obviously while exporting you can trim it. You can export it, but if you want to like show in design also, then simply select the object, and you can create what is a trim marks. So it will give you this kind of mark, so that if you want to really like cut the image, then you can put the scale, and on the right side you can cut it. Okay, trim marks. Flatten the transparency is, for example, sometimes we apply like effects. Okay, from the properties panel there is effects, and let's say I apply here a drop shadow. Okay, and sometimes printers not able to print this kind of effect. Okay, it will give some kind of trouble. What you have to do is, it depends upon use case. Okay, and you need to flatten the things, and you need to create a high resolution, and then you can, if you have any text and you want to create an outline, then you can take here Otherwise you don't have to do this. And if it is there any outline object, then you can click, otherwise you don't have. So simply click on OK, and it will create a flattened, and then it will be good to print. Okay, most of the printer are good now. Okay, they can print. And make pixel perfect, we don't have to do that right now. And slice is for mostly used for the website. Okay, if we are creating assets for the mobile application or for websites, then you can simply select the object, and you can click on object, and you can make. Okay, so it will select your entire object. But here also we have that slice option also. See, there is a slice tool. For example, this is the tools, and simply I can click, and what I can do is I can simply drag my slice tool, so it will select that particular selected area. But it is quite easy to like just select your object and click on here slice and make. So it will select exactly the like square shape or rectangle shape of that particular shapes. Okay, it will create a shape. So this is how you can create a slice, and you can simply export. And where is export for the web legacy? Okay, see there you can select, there are two different objects that we can export, and then we can select png or jpg or anything, and then we can export it. But nowadays, like we don't have to do slicing, because there is another way or another option to export. Okay, simply you can enable here assets export. Let me keep you here. Okay, and here what you can do is just simply drag your assets and keep it here. Okay, whatever you want to export. Okay, and you can rename your assets here, and here you can give what format that you want. Let's say most of the times we need SVG icons for our web digital product, then we can simply select SVG, and then we can export it. That's all for this video, and some other remaining options we will talk on a next video. I hope you get the idea of how to use those options and what are the ways that you can get those options from in other ways also. See you in the next video. Till then, be creative, be logical, be humble, be kind, and protect this earth, and love and respect to each and every human being. All right. See you on the next video.